I was just watching this shit. I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna record it. I was just watching it, but I was like, you know, I might as well just record watching it. But this is Noah Boat explaining his old pictures because about he has that one trend going on with the one song playing, and like it's showing like his old pictures and shit. So like this nigga's like describing that shit. So we're gonna go ahead and watch the shit. So let's see what this nigga says. There's no way to ski on.
All of my old Instagram photos from like when I first started Instagram. I know a lot of people, most people private anything past 2019 at this point.
I'm one of those people.
And for me, I was like, well, one, obviously the stuff I wore as a kid versus now, I think it's hilarious what I was even into back then. So I like to just leave it up for the journey. It's nice that I just have kept a good 20 old photos on my Instagram, and whoever was stalking my page or a supporter decided to just grab one of those and be like, yo, look at Noah from 2024 to 2014. You've seen me wear a lot of these outfits at that time when we were 16, 17.
I even remember just getting a comment on one of our recent YouTube videos, and it said, you guys are blowing up on TikTok right now. And I just thought nothing of it because I was like, yeah, people make TikToks all the time, like whatever. You told me, brother, making all these videos.
Yes.
And I was like, I started looking, and then people started sending them to me, and they're like, yo, what the fuck? My favorite part about this is the fact that it's something positive. Like most stuff that goes viral nowadays is slander or some crazy shit or drama. Or this is just good, wholesome virality, completely authentic. This is just what life's all about. So I'm curious to know the backstory behind these pictures.
It started with it's that Mr. Risk, Who the Fuck is Heather song, and everybody's using the same TikTok sound, and on TikTok, you can click the sound in the bottom corner. All the videos are just me, and I was like, holy shit. Even to the point where it was like, the owner of the song? Nah, Noah's the owner of the song. And then there's a guy that's talking about, one of the most viral songs blown up on TikTok is this song. It's been popularized by Noah Boat, called the Noah Boat theme song.
This viral song
like I woke with the stick like a witch.
became more popular because of this.
We should've got him a lift. Head tap if I'm running the twigs. Like yo.
So whoever picked that song and did that is genius. And before we get started, we actually just dropped these limited Noah and them hoodies and tees. These are the pictures that everybody has been using the most. So they're on our website right now. Website's only gonna be up till they sell out. So if you wanna get one, click the link in the description. If you wanna support this funny meme trend, be it on the joke, you can wear this and people be like, what's that? Just be like, oh, that's Noah and them.
Y'all support Noah. Like if y'all do anything, support Noah on this one, man.
I never thought I'd be a meme.
So it's either you and a gang or you with some ladies, so.
Yeah, whichever you prefer. And so how the TikTok started was everybody was using 2024 Noah versus 2014, 15, 16 Noah. But as like 2 weeks have gone by, people have gotten creative to where they're just using my stiff poses and my faces with captions. People have like evolved the trend from just new Noah, old Noah to just taking my old photos and putting these funny captions. So the internet is just hilarious. First one up, we got 2024 Noah.
This nigga Noah might be able to say the N-word now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Are we giving him that pass right now? Are you giving him that pass? He might be able to say the N-word now. He might be able to say the N-word.
Like I woke with the stick like a witch.
Can you please break down, this is the iconic image that really started it all.
Correct.
How did you end up in this situation?
Homie in the bottom right, I met him at a house party when I was a senior in high school, probably around like 2015. We were talking and he was like, yo, you shoot videos? I was like, yeah, I do. And he was like, yeah, I make music. I'm trying to shoot a music video this weekend. I said, cool. This photo specifically is probably like 6 months after our first interaction ever. So like at this point, I had already got to know them enough and we've hung out enough. I would say there was like a friendship. We just kind of had like this relationship where he'd be like, yo bro, hit me up, pull up. And I would pull up, and sometimes we wouldn't shoot videos. I would just go there and I hung out with them a handful of times. And then I think this photo specifically was another music video shoot. The guy in the white shirt in the front is wearing a shirt of his friend that passed away. He was trying to make a video, trying to like memorialize him, almost like celebrate him in the song, and shot that video. And then it was nice, that night was over, and then his mom and aunt were like cooking some great food. So I like went inside and I was just feasting. I just remember sitting outside and he was like, bro, we gotta flick up real quick. I was like, hell yeah. And then we just took that photo, and I remember I found a text on my phone and it was like, yo bro, I want you to be official with us. And I read that and I was like, hell yeah bro, it would be an honor. And he was like, pull up, I'll give you the go ahead. And I came there, and then I didn't know what I just got myself into, but
oh my God.
I brought you there one time.
I remember going once.
Those don't know that Ryan was there. I brought you there one time when he was shooting a music video with this other DMV rapper, and I made you like hold the speaker the whole time. But
Ew, what the fuck?
I remember being there.
all right, this one says, how I feel after calling bro, lil bro. I'm 1 year older.
To take that risk, I'm going live like we both take that trip. Like
I woke with a stick like a witch. You should've got him a lift. Head tap if I'm running a twig.
Here's another one.
Do you like waffles? Yeah, we like waffles. Do you like pancakes? Yeah, we like.
I also want to read the comments on these. Like this one says, "No boat is faded." That's no boating them. That was just my like go-to pose.
One hand in the pocket.
One hand in the pocket. Got to show the watch off. Crooks and Castles was like a huge brand back then. We're gonna watch this one. This is a guy from the UK that wanted to break down everybody talking about my photos.
When you see this picture, you might just think this is an innocent little child, but this kid Noah Boat became the GOAT. You see how we all have that one white friend that should have been black? Like, we literally treat him as one of us. He is the definition of that. I keep seeing these pictures of him all over TikTok, and then I thought to myself, he might as well call himself Oreo, bro, because there's always two black guys on the side and him in the middle. And I can't lie, it's not even just the man them giving him respect. The girls love this man, bro. Like, look at her smile. She's grinning bare teeth because she's happy to be with the GOAT. Messi's not the GOAT, it's Noah Boat. So after seeing all of the love he's put into the black community and all of the hard work and determination to be a part of it,
You have to be ready.
Let's fight like demons.
me, a black man, has decided to give Noah Boat this pass, the M-word pass.
I told you. I fucking told you. I called it. I told you.
So Noah, message me on TikTok. You get this pass, and you can say the M-word anywhere in the world.
Oh, lit, so I'm valid.
Oh, perfect. Noah goes, and the word of the day is...
The word of the day is...
The deeper thing here, how did you end up around all of these black people?
The high school that I went to just happened to be predominantly black people. The lifestyle and the clothes and everything just almost rubbed off on us. And I think at that time, basketball shoes were a lifestyle. The certain brands for clothes were a lifestyle at my school specifically. And when you're in high school, I feel like you really are just trying to be a copy and paste of your peers, whether you're in the sneakerhead culture or the goth group, the football group. Like, I was definitely into the sneaker culture, and with that came dressing myself a certain way because I was just influenced by not only my peers, but then all the music that was coming out at that 2012 to 2015 time.
Mine was predominantly white, but even with that, there was no like, it wasn't a preppy school, so it wasn't like vineyard vines and boat shoes.
Was there like any commonality with like style or anything, or everybody was just kind of like...
It was rednecks, sports people, the brainiacs. It was kind of a mixed bag.
I was in 9th grade, and there was this guy named Tanner. I remember he was wearing these LeBron 9 Hornets. They were just these purple and turquoise swoosh shoes.
I remember those.
And I just remember sitting in class and like, those look freaking dope. Those are so cool. And I walked over after class. I was like, hey man, what are those shoes called? Where'd you get them? He was like, they're called this. And I got them at Foot Locker. I was like, dope. So then I walked to Foot Locker, and when I got there, I was like, hey, I'm looking for these shoes. They were like, oh yeah, you had to be here last weekend at 7 a.m. to get them. I was like, what are you talking about? They're just shoes. They're like, oh no, you had to...
The purple ones.
These ones. They're like, oh no, they're sold out.
Check the bag.
How could they be sold out? They're just shoes. You have all these shoes on the shelves. Go grab them. And then I was like, there is shoes that come out that sell out right away. And if you were a part of that, you now have this exclusive shoe that you can either resell or wear. Yeah, I think with music and a lot of famous people at the time, and then obviously the culture itself in our area, the DMV, like the shoes were like a very, very big deal. So I started looking up the dates of releases for shoes, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get here early to get this. And I had tons of free time on my hands. So I fell in love with just the shoes itself. I knew everything about this shoe, the history of the shoe. I was very influenced by just seeing that at school, and then
Damn, they live in fucking the DMV. I did not know that shit. That makes sense then, yeah, because back then we all wearing that shit. We all wearing like the KDs and the LeBrons and shit to school and shit like that. 'Cause I remember one of the I can't remember the name of them. Not the name, I can't remember the number, but they were like some Christmas LeBrons, and then there was like these Fruity Pebble LeBrons I wanted to get. That's when that was life. Everybody was wearing the generic starter pack. It was the fucking cargo shorts with the basketball shoes, walk around school. I remember that shit.
Understood how to resell them very well on eBay, and I was constantly able to buy as many shoes as I wanted. I think it was after my second Christmas, I think my parents had officially bought me 3 shoes from Foot Locker that were like $150 each, and they were like, we're not buying you any more shoes, like these are a lot of money. And I'm like, what do you mean? You're my parents. You guys have your mom made of money.
More, please.
Like,
made of money.
Mom, that's your name. So I just understood the sneaker culture, and then I just learned more, and I was able to just sell it, and I was able to keep my hobby up for my entire high school career from freshman freshman year.
What I'm gathering from what you're saying is almost like you saw the shoes, you saw the fashion, whatever. Well, it was specifically the shoes.
The shoes, yeah, the shoes started me first, yeah.
And I think at this time, sneaker culture was at its height.
Literally its peak. People were like dying over them. People were going that. I brought Ryan to like 1 or 2 of those. Like I was really in these lines like multiple weekends with 300, 400 people plus like hours on end just to get a shoe.
So you were working to get these shoes and like going to the releases and stuff. And then when the other kids at your school saw, oh shit, Noah has the XYZs. It was almost a rite of passage.
Yeah,
because back then, that was like especially in high school.
Yeah,
that's how you get brownie points.
Yeah.
There were obviously other white people, other white guys in your school that I'm assuming did the same thing.
Yeah, it was split. I think it was because I figured out how to make a good amount of money like with the shoes that I was able to get more than any other white kid. I remember a lot of people in my class were like, what are your parents like spies? They must buy you all these. And that was something that always bugged me. A lot of the kids just thought my parents bought me every shoe. Besides a Christmas or my birthday, my parents wouldn't just buy me a shoe on a random weekend unless it like was my birthday or Christmas. I couldn't get that. There's still a calendar in my bedroom. I had so much OCD that I made sure I wrote down every shoe I wore every day of the school year, and I made sure not to repeat it in that week. Like that's how crazy it got. I made sure whatever shirt and shoe that I wore that day, I wouldn't repeat it that week. And by the end of the week, I would sell those shoes. So like if I wore a shoe on Monday, I put it on eBay for 7 days. Then by next Monday, it would already sold. And I did that with like every shoe every day of the week. So I always was able like every 2 weeks just have a new pair of shoes and kept up with all the releases.
One of my favorite quotes is people have a sixth sense for authenticity. And I think what I'm gathering from this is you were wearing the shoes because you had an appreciation for the fashion, for the aesthetics of the shoe. And you didn't try to like, hey, I'm with a bunch of black people. I want to be like.
I just got off topic, bro. I realized, bro, you talking about shoes the whole time. Nah, I remember this era, man. It was so good. Orange fucking hair. And basically, we gotta skip forward, bro. We gotta skip forward. Get back to business, man.
I saw the TikToks going viral, and in my head I was like, oh, I have another funny photo that nobody's gonna believe, and I have this photo of me sitting with these 2 ladies taking selfies.
That's fucking crazy. How old were you in this?
17. Ryan pulled up.
I pulled up. I had to pull up.
Ryan was at Dysfunction, so that makes you gotta get the shirt. Ryan was. You probably took that. I don't even know who took that photo.
Oh my god, I was at that function. What the fuck?
There's Ryan right there. I don't know why I took a selfie. See, this is how I knew I was meant to do YouTube. I was photographing everything back then. But yeah, this is the other funny part of the photo was there was this a whole group of people, and I think we were literally playing Spin the Bottle.
I remember
you can see the bottle. If you guys zoom in on, you can see Ryan is actually in the black bucket hat next to me. Looking back at the photo, I am the only white person here, and I'm not going to, but I could literally list everybody's name here because these are everybody in my 2015 high school class. Going back to me and the 2 ladies, people are trying to figure like, how did this happen? Long story short, the girl on my left, I was talking to her at the time, and this was her 18th birthday party, and the girl to the next to me is her best friend. And we went to school for 4 years. We were already seniors, so we had already had like little crushes on each other throughout the year, and we were just kind of more in our little like, I don't know, probably like a 2-week, 3-week fling. I couldn't even say it was a relationship. We just liked each other, whatever, and yeah, it was a birthday party, and I remember, I have another photo, I probably can't dig it up right now, but she asked me to bring the balloons to her birthday because she wanted me to help her out with this. So I remember I went to Party City and I got like golden balloons, and I literally brought balloons to her birthday party. We had a good time. That's why she's more dressed up than the others.
You don't know who snapped that?
Probably her other friend.
I don't know where I was at this time. I must have been somewhere else.
Ryan was turning up.
Has she messaged you?
She was like, LMAO, this is the last thing I expected to see today. Yeah, here's another photo. Nobody's seen this one.
The expression. Okay.
Yeah, I look back and I have these faces that are just hilarious. One, how do you feel about me wearing my black Timbs on her carpet? She's also wearing shoes too.
What's wrong with Timbs on carpet? Unless they're dirty.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if they probably weren't. Knowing me, I probably sold them the next day.
They're probably on ice.
Noah is a nigga. This nigga had black Timbs on. What the fuck? I didn't realize that.
Brought him out for that event.
Yeah, no, and the classic G-Stall Raw hoodie.
It is wild that you could pull that off the Timbs. That's crazy. You know, like, it's not easy to pull off Timbs.
And I'm wearing cuff pants that are also making my legs look skinnier and the shoes are big.
That is incredible.
I had my Fossil watch. I got that at one of the outlets.
He said,
I was like,
you
know,
see it.
I remember that being like a new hoodie too, so I probably felt good. Look at this photo of me. There's a photo of me in the bathroom. Got a little mirror pic.
Something light.
So these are the pics that, if you've seen the TikToks, you ain't seen these ones. You see me, Ryan, and the gang. My friend Zach that's standing to the left of Ryan, he was literally wearing the same G-Star Raw, and I told him to keep his jacket on because I was pissed. Like this is a dope hoodie. You can wear that hoodie, but I didn't like it when me and other people would wear stuff the same. I'm like, yo, brother, cover that up, bro. That's just a funny photo, and so iconic. There's just little old me sitting there. I don't think I kissed anybody tonight.
I remember I kissed one girl.
Oh shit, I don't even remember that.
I'll be honest, I remember.
Did you spin it?
I must have. I vividly remember making out with a girl.
Oh, I must have been in the car gone.
First black girl that I had ever kissed. This era is so timeless because we were actually playing spin the bottle. Nobody was on their phone.
Literally, you see one person sitting on their phone right now. Not one person. We're all in the moment. Everybody's look, those people are about to kiss right there. So here's some more TikToks we can go through.
Was calm, but it's time to get hype in this bitch. How the fuck you go step with no pipe on your hip? Nigga texting my folks talk about we go hit this the chest.
It's like the photos they used to us.
I'm up like I'm lighting the split. I'm Luke Kang, how I'm testing my mic with the hit. Oh, puppy ass boy nigga claim me a dog. He ain't biting at nothing, he just barking and shit.
It's funny because it's like, who is this white guy? The white guy in the Hollister shirt said, I could walk through the hood untouched. So it's his word.
You know, he said it. He's obviously the voice of reason. He's the voice of the hood.
2023 Noah. With the iconic picture of me with the girls. What are the comments saying? Here we go. That's Noah Boat and them. But yeah, at first I was like, everybody keeps saying that's Noah Boat and them. And there's a screenshot where somebody was like, what does that mean? That's Noah and the guys. That's Noah and the gang. And I'm like, all right, that's Noah and them. And it's like, somebody chose this song, somebody chose my photos and it went viral. And then people just chose a phrase and ran with it. I just like wake up to this and I'm like,
that's crazy.
What is happening? Noah Boat old pics.
Now that's a crazy flick.
So I got the Armani Exchange. It's like a zipper polo, like halfway right here with the Armani text. I got the H&M cargos, but I pin rolled them. It wasn't even called cuff. Like you folded it.
Free game, y'all.
You fold it and then you bring it around and then you tuck it in. It was like a different type of. Look at that. That's the pin roll. I probably did a little bad. And then I got the Jordan 2s on. I'm holding this stack of 20s in my hand. This is a clean fit though. Photo number 2. Damn, I wish I had the full frame of this pic and I wish I had the unedited version. But isn't that funny? All the old photos, we would just deep fry them. I maxed that filter out, banger. But it wasn't just me.
And that's it. And this was it.
Not gonna lie, I like this fit. I don't know. It was me with the Helly Hansen jacket. What's funny is that's a huge brand in our in the DMV, but like nobody skis or snowboards. And I asked that with a whole bunch of my other friends. I'm like, bro, we were wearing jumpsuits to school, but none of us have ever
even been to a ski
slope ever. So it was funny, like my first time ever 2 weeks ago, I went to Utah and I actually wore my Helly Hansen gear, snowsuit, and jacket on the ski slopes. And then when I got there, I'm learning new things. Apparently the people that actually wear Helly Hansens are really good. So like I was getting like little respect from like other like people I walk by. They were like, oh, what's up? Oh, you're doing that? Like I was getting these little like head nods because I had all the Helly Hansen. I'm like, brother, I don't even. And then yeah, these Jeremy Scotts, I don't think anybody at my school actually wore these, and I don't even remember how I found these, but you also owned a pair. It's funny because back at the time, I vividly remember those were like $120. I looked up my size now, they're like 1,000 plus. I was like, wow. I was like, see, not that being a sneakerhead there's benefits to it, but like, damn, those things had some value because that Jeremy Scott era of these teddy bear, camo bear, monkey shoes, like they don't make those anymore. So if I would have kept on to all these, damn, I probably would have never sold those too. I probably would have kept them in my room, but I kind of still want to get those just to have. It was crazy how I walked to school like, this is easily the easiest way to roast somebody. Like, what are you wearing, brother? You have colorful, bright flowers with a neon green highlighter shoe and a teddy bear with little arms. I remember like people were like, bro, you gotta wear those more. Like nobody ever, even my one teacher, she was like, oh, I love when you wear those. Like it was honestly hilarious. And I don't know, you wore them at your school, didn't you?
I was very much class clown type of person.
So it was like, oh, it just kind of fit. It was like,
so it was more like oh my God, what are those?
Yeah.
I think, and this might be speaking just to a larger point of like, you gotta rock it. Like you gotta own it.
Yeah, exactly. I put on my Helly Hansen with my khaki cargos and I was like, I'm wearing the flower powers today.
They're so ridiculous that they're cool. The same way like Blueface having the Benjamin Franklin tatted on his face. It's so ridiculous that it's cool.
I also just like this photo because it's the classic classroom flick, and I'm not the only one, but I look back and I'm like, I can't judge myself too hard because like, bro, I'm 15, 16 years old. So it's like, bro, wear whatever you want. You're a kid. I'm like, it's still kind of hard to me.
I just always like to take these life lessons from it. If you're brave enough to be like someone who's unique, and if you're brave enough to go against the mainstream and be different, a lot of times you get rewarded for being super unique.
Very true. I'm telling you, like, nobody at my school, nobody else wore these animal shoes. And because of that, I ended up owning poodles, these gorillas, and these cheetah ones that literally had a tail on them. But yeah, I got the KD5 arm pearls. Damn, those are so fire. Another type of cargo pants, probably pinrolled them too. And then seems like a striped polo, pink and white tee. You definitely did not take nearly as many pictures.
Nah.
Like, okay, yeah. That was definitely a me thing. Bro, I can't believe I have all these.
The subtleties in the yellow, and then we gotta have the yellow with the...
Me wearing the asteroid foams with these ETO jean cuff pants and yellow polo. Hilarious. The iconic
combo.
The combo. I got not just a short sleeve yellow polo, I got the long sleeve with the Thunder 14s. The pockets on the pants, like that was like a new thing. Just people like adding extra elements to jeans was starting to be a new thing outside of just wearing regular jeans. So I was really interested in seeing things outside of cargos where people would put these like custom pants together. So I would go on eBay and I would find them. I would just type in like patched jeans and I would find stuff that I couldn't even find them.
How far like drip evolved now, cause like niggas be throwing on like back then we used to throw on shit and think that shit was tough. And you look back at it now, you're like, damn, what the fuck was I wearing? But back then, bro, that shit was like tough to us.
Stores.
That's legendary.
This photo, the mirror pic, you had to be there. I'm sure you did a mirror pic at one point.
I 100% did.
Like it was.
I would do two of the same pic next to each other. Like it wouldn't be a mirror, it would just be picture, picture, same picture.
And I have a screenshot on my phone. I won't pop it up because I want to show the guy's name. But I remember I did a mirror pic and he was like, bro, what app is that? I was like, Pixar. He was like, you're the GOAT, bro. And I remember he like the next day, all his pics started being mirror pics. And like people wanted to do the mirror pic. And yeah, my poses, I couldn't even tell you the classic hand over hand. Look to the side. Yeah, that was a little...
That might be my favorite one.
That was
Sweden.
Yeah, the Sweden
polo is fucking tough.
And I sucked because I went to the polo store recently. They don't really sell them like that anymore. And I have these ones that have like the whole stripe with them. And I don't know, at that time, with the yellow on the shoulders. Not only did this song that got used with my photos just make people laugh and happy and start a whole wave, those people saw it too. And they also reached out to me and were like, hell yeah, bro, we should do something. I see you going viral. This is funny. So,
man, if y'all did the music video.
Yeah, because I was like, bro, put me in the Heather music video, like refilm it and say feature Nobo. And I pitched him the idea. He was down. We just gotta make it happen. If I could be next to Kyle when he's missed to take that risk, like, yo, I'm telling you,
you're the guy. This is the guy here.
Same way Jack Harlow had a music video, but then 3 months later he had the baby Lil Wayne on it. Like that video can still get tons of views later, so that might be in the works. Even if this thing dies out, we ever filmed that music video and I got clipped, it would just resurface again. Yeah, it would be like, look, they linked up. That window was still open, I would say, for the rest of this year. Hopefully that happens. We'll do one more TikTok where somebody just has like a fit me now versus then. This is a 2024 Noah fit wearing some unreleased Strawberry Park merch. Got these Travis Scott Air Force Ones on, some black Levi pants, and then we got my fit then.
Russia.
I've got the Russia polo on with the KDs on my feet, and my boy got the Dorenbecker 10s, and he had leather pants on, and this photo right here is just so cool to me.
Clean fit,
like
too.
Clean fit, and I remember me and him were texting the day before. It was always like a thing where a lot of my friends at school would be like, yo, we gotta flick it up this week. We would just text each other that, or you'd comment on our photo like, bro, meet me in the hallways at lunch, we're gonna flick up. Like flicking up with our peers, I guess, because my school specifically was into the fashion, people were like, let's get a picture together because you're wearing something cool, I'm wearing something cool. So this was our first day of senior year 2014 going into 2015, and we just got our senior year folders. If you zoom in on my boy, you can see that there's a big red text and it says senior, and grades 9 to 11 just get this white and red up folder, and the seniors get all black and red.
Wow.
So, and he was wearing a clean fit too, like I couldn't pull it off. He had a loud Jordan shirt on. Yeah, we just flicked that up, and I don't know, I think it's just dope that I have all these photos still saved and still got some unreleased stuff, so we'll probably make another video next about me breaking down some of my iconic throwback fits.
The way you're casually looking at the black senior folder.
I'm reading.
This fit's so tough, bro. What the fuck? It's not talking though, like, well, this nigga's fit's kind of ass, but I mean, like, this fit is cold. Like, it's still cold to this day. Like, this fit's like tough. If you really look at it and break it down, this fit is tough as fuck. But this shit that niggas wearing back in the day. You wearing these exact KDs. Cause like me, I'm from the DMV too. So like I see mad niggas wear these exact KDs, and we wearing polo shirts and random cargo pants. This is literally who was wearing. And I remember back in the day, I'm probably gonna get like, let me get off this real quick because the video's basically over. I remember just like perfectly back in the day, bro, that like niggas used to like we used to buy basketball shoes and like we all used to be like, yo, I'm not trying to mess these up. Like we would treat shoes how we would treat shoes now. Like y'all niggas don't want to mess them up and shit, but they were basketball shoes. We were treating basketball shoes like they were like shoes that we doing messed up type shit. And that really tells you that the game fucking evolved, bro. Like everybody, this shit changed, bro. Cause I don't know, bro. I don't know. That be my memories, bro. That's memory right there. My memories. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all go fuck with No Boat and them. Got that. No Boat and them in their channel. That's it for this video. No Boat, you know what I'm saying? If you wanna get me in the video, you know what I'm saying? I stay in the DMV too, you know what I'm saying? I'm like Rhino's clone. So y'all can just get me in the video. But yeah, y'all niggas like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more bangers. I'm gonna see you on next video.